Hi there. I'm here with a pep talk. So, you are not bad at yoga. If you think you're bad at yoga, then you are either confused about what yoga is, or maybe you're new to yoga, in which case, when you're new to something, how could you be better at it than you are? When you're learning, you can only really learn at the pace that you learn. And that goes for everything. So, in yoga, and when I'm talking about yoga right now, I'm talking about the physical exercises that we move our bodies. We're trying to move our bodies in all the ways that a body can move. So we're gonna, stretch every way that your body can move. And when you do that, you're gonna get information about what's tight, what's weak, what's imbalanced. And that's wonderful information. When you have that, then you can work towards greater health and mobility by moving towards what's tight, towards what's weak, trying to balance out the two sides. And as we're doing that, we're of course limited in what our body does, what our minds understand, and how much we can integrate new information. So you can't know things you don't know. That's impossible. How could you? So if you keep practicing, you'll learn new things. And you can't do things you can't do. Also, not in alignment with reality. So if you are going towards touching your toes and you can't touch them, as long as you're going towards it, that's what the pose really is. It's going in a certain direction and then you meet your edge. And being with that is what the real practice is. And so, there are benefits. If you go towards what's tight, it may open. If you go towards what's weak, it may strengthen, but only at the rate that that happens. And that work is slow and subtle. So it's really not about changing you or making you better or you being able to create some beautiful shape that you see in a magazine or a teacher doing. It's about moving your body and through that process, being with yourself in all your foibles, in your limits, in how you are and how you aren't, and creating space for that. The definition of yoga that I've been working with over the last several years is yoga is being with what is, and noticing what gets in the way of that, and creating healthier habits around that. And those habits may be physical, and a lot of times they're mental. So we all probably have had the experience of being with what is without anything in the way of that. If you're, in a moment of nature and just like loving life as it is occurring in that moment, not wanting it to be different, not in resistance, not trying to do anything, but just being with it. I think we've all had that experience. It happens occasionally, situationally. What my aim is to learn how to turn that on at will, no matter what's happening on the outside. So for me, the practice is moving through all these different situations. The poses are just situations. And each situation stirs up a whole new set of sensations, what there is to be with. And then I get to practice letting go of my resistance to what is. So some of the poses are going to stir up uncertainty. How is it to be with uncertainty? For me, it's really uncomfortable. I like to know. I think that's common. How is it to be with, I used to be able to do this and now I can't? Or I'm experiencing discomfort. I really don't like discomfort. It's hard for me to be with discomfort. So I'm growing in my capacity to take in more and allow it. Can I feel what's happening right now and perhaps let it be? And here's the secret. It's going to be whether you let it or not. So that's the difference between suffering and freedom. Life is full of pain. That's for sure. It happens. But resistance on top of the pain, that's the suffering. So in our yoga practice, really, you can't be bad at it. You just are where you are. And if you keep doing it, you keep practicing, you keep showing up and learning through experience, there will be growth, but maybe not as fast as you like. I know I like to learn immediately whatever I'm doing. So it's a wonderful opportunity to practice patience, compassion, acceptance. And the more we have that for ourselves, the more we can offer that to others. So good for you, good for the world. Can't be bad at it.